And next, we have a special presentation to the troop that Mr. Smith, Tyler, and Zach are going to be telling you about.
Let me get my cheaters on. Okay, you guys all know me. I'm real quiet. You guys got to keep the noise down. Good afternoon. I have the privilege and the honor to make a presentation today on behalf of my nephew, Brandon Smith, in the United States Air Force, the pararescueman. First of all, I'd like to introduce Brandon's parents, Sandy Smith, and my brother, Michael Smith. He's working, he's a fireman for the city of Pittsburgh. He couldn't get off. And their daughter, Lauren.
Hello. Hi.
Brandon was also a Boy Scout. He was not with our troop. He was with Troop 66, which was located in Sheridan. But Brandon attended a Canada canoe trip with us 6 years ago. So he knows a little bit about our troop and what we stand for. Brandon started in the Air Force October 28, 2008, and after basic training, he started a 2-year program training to be a pararescueman. I don't know if you people know what that is, but it's kind of like the Special Forces for the Air Force. They are trained to go in and to help down pilots or somebody hurt in the field under fire. And there was a little write-up in the on the internet. I want to read it about a pararescueman. Saving the lives, both military and civilian, is what beginning a pararescue man is all about. Because of the unique nature of this job, a pararescueman receives exceptional training and qualification in a variety of combat, search and rescue, and medical support expertise. Also known as PJs, this group of Air Force elite is the only one in the Department of Defense specially trained and equipped to conduct conventional and unconventional rescue processes, making them an ideal force to handle personnel, recovery, and combat search and rescue operations. To accomplish this mission, PJs deploy around the world via the air, land, and sea into a wide range of environmental to extract, treat, stabilize, and evacuate injured personnel. Additional pararescuemen are among the most highly trained emergency trauma specialists in the U.S. military. And they must earn and maintain an emergency medical technician paramedic qualification throughout their career. This medical and rescue expertise, along with their deployment capabilities, allow PJs to perform life-saving missions anywhere in the world at any time. Their motto, "The others may live," reaffirms that PJs commit to saving lives and self-sacrifice. Without PJs, thousands of servicemen, members, and civilians would have been unnecessary lost in past conflicts and national disasters. And believe me, they do a lot of training. I saw some videos of Brandon's mission when he came back, and they were really nonchalant about those videos. At one point, I'm like, "Brandon, what's that noise?" And he said, "Oh, they're firing at us." And he showed me a picture of his helicopter, and he was working on somebody standing over top of them. The helicopter was flying away, and the helicopter had 3 holes in the bottom of the helicopter where he was standing. The Kevlar protected them. But, I mean, they were shot at constantly. In Afghanistan, we don't hear anything anymore about anything happening in Afghanistan. But every day they went on missions to save somebody. So there is still a lot of things going on. So we do need to pray for these people over in Afghanistan and other places. In September of 2011, Brandon was sent to Afghanistan. And this flag and this plaque and I'm going to read the plaque before I read Brandon's note. It says this is to certify this flag flew a combat and rescue mission on December 9, 2011 aboard this helicopter in the support of Operations Enduring Freedom. And it is presented to Troop 158. And on the bottom it says, "These things we do that others may live." And then it's signed by their crew, which is the aircraft commander, the co-pilot, there's a flight engineer, an aerial gunner, and 2 pararescuemen, which Brandon is one of the pararescuemen. And Brandon wrote a little about the mission on the 9th. It says, "On December 9th, this flag flew alongside me in my rucksack on a combat mission to rescue 6 U.S. soldiers in an IED blast. We were called at 10 o'clock local time to the Horn of Panjwai in southeastern Afghanistan, where the enemy threats were very high and troops on the ground were in contact. Our team inserted by helicopter in a field 200 to 300 meters away from the incident site and immediately began to take fire. With no hesitation, we provided cover fire and bounded back to the vehicle that had been blown up. I was the lead rescue specialist with one other teammate, while the other pararescue flew cover fire alongside multiple U.S. Army infantry. As the sporadic fire continued, we pulled 6 U.S. soldiers from the wreckage and managed to stabilize only 4 of them that had critical life-threatening wounds and prepared them for pickup. We lost 2 U.S. soldiers that day, and this flag is to represent the sacrifice and dedication of these men and many men before them brought to the table to ensure people like you and I will always be free. This flag has been dedicated to Troop 158. Hoorah, boys. Thank you.